Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joseph Daniel Oluwaseun. I'm bringing this online class from Supreme Success Academy. And our topic for today is the birth and the ministry of Samuel. And when we are talking about the birth, we have to talk about the parents who gave birth to Samuel. And Anna, the account can be found in the book of 1 Samuel and 2 Samuel. Anna was the mother, and Elkanah is the father, while Penina is the stepmother of Samuel. It happens that this family were so good and so calm. Everything is working for them and they are doing well. They serve God with everything they have. They are so committed to the things of God. And there is an annual program they normally went for in Shiloh almost every year. So one day, the husband and his wife were sitting down, his children perhaps, they are there together, and there is a portion that Elkanah was given to his wife. And when it comes to the time of Anna, he only gave him 2 portions. So this thing really touched the heart of Anna, and she was just crying. And he wouldn't want to even disturb anybody anymore. He only went to God and began to cry unto the Lord. And God should just answer a prayer and should remember the servant. To just look upon her and visit her again to give her the child of the womb as well. So this woman was in this period, was asking and listening to God about that. But when he was trying to do that, he was crying before the Lord. And the prophet of God and the priest, perhaps named Eliab just saw him, and he saw this woman sharing tears, and he asked her, "Oh young woman, if you are drunk, why can't you just buy somewhere else to go instead of you staying here?" The woman said, "Sir, I'm not drunk. I'm only pouring my heart to God to answer my prayer." And immediately the man just stamped the prayer request. "So shall it be according to what your request is." So that is how the issue of Samuel came back. And when after that period, when they go back home, the woman realized that she has conceived. And he gave birth to Samuel after the prayer. And he prayed to God in 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 11. And he was telling God that he's going to make Samuel a nursery. And what is the meaning of Samuel? Samuel means I ask from the Lord. So the word nursery there, we have 2 types of nursery. Number 1, we can have nursery by God, ordained by God, and we can have nursery by man. Like, now what is nursery? Nursery means people that they are consecrated, they are living different life beyond others. So the mother of Samuel was the one that gave Samuel to God in the nursery way of giving. So he gives Samuel to God in the nursery way. So Samuel was a nursery. And we only have 2 types of nursery in the scripture. One, we have Samson. Samson was ordained as a nursery from heaven. And number 2, we have Samuel. Samuel was ordained as a nursery by his parents. And in the New Testament, we only have 1 nursery, which is John the Baptist. So these are the 2 types of nursery. You will discover that the dimension of God in these lives of these people were so powerful, and the way the Lord dealt with them was so important. So important to them like that. So when we are talking about that is the birth of Samuel. So Samuel was given to God back when the guy was around 4 or 5 years old. So the woman went back again to Shiloh and went to go and meet the priest and said to him, "Sir, this is what, when I was crying the other time like that, this is what I'm asking God for. And this is the son. So I'll bring him now to be dedicated to God. And I promised when I was making my vow the other time that I'm going to give him to the Lord. So he's going to work for God, not for me. So this is that's why I'm bringing him here now." And he gave Samuel unto Eli that day, and he made a sacrifice before the Lord, and he presented the vow to Samuel and to the Eli. Now let's talk about the ministry of Samuel. Now the ministry of Samuel began when he was being dedicated. So Eli was the spiritual father. He was the mentor of Samuel. So this guy was so dedicated to the things of God. He was doing the things of God in a special way. And the scripture says, and Samuel was growing in stature and in favor with God and with everybody. Are you getting it now? So we began to depend on God. We wait upon the Lord. Even when the children of Eliab was producing things that God is not really interested in. And in a time when the prophetic vision were here, Samuel had the first voice from God. In those days, because of what the current situation of things were. So God was not speaking to everybody, God was talking to anybody. So the vision and the prophetic words was here in those days. Now, because of the attitude of the children of Eliab to the things of God, the scripture says, and these children were rebellious against the things of God. They commit adultery in the church of God. They commit stealing. They are forcing people to pay what they don't even owe. So God was not really happy about it. So he was furious, he was angry, he couldn't do anything about it. So the best thing is that he just take away his attention from them and it hold it a while. So when they now discover a sincere man that is faithful towards everything he was doing, and he began to speak to Samuel. So when Samuel first of all heard the voice of the Lord, he was so scared. He has never seen the dimension of God like that before. He was never seen the dimension of God like that before. And when God called him in the middle of the night, he was so scared, and he was like, maybe his master called him, and he ran away to go and meet Eliab. And when he get to him, sir, did you call me? He said, no, I couldn't call you. I didn't. Go back to sleep. And when the senior as the spiritual father also wake up, he just realized that I think there's something behind that. After 3 calls, the scripture says, and Samuel answered. And when Samuel answered into the call of God, God gives a message. So a message makes a minister, and a minister must carry the message of God. So the first message Samuel received that day, it was the message to the family of Eliab and his son. So even when the sermon and the message was so bitter, he accepted it that way and was trying to make an amendment. One thing I just learned from that is that when God revealed the message to the junior minister now, the senior minister will just accept it like that. And he couldn't do anything about it. He said, let God do anything he wants to do. And unfortunately for him, the Lord killed, there was a battle between the children of Israel and the people of Philistines. So there is a battle, and after the battle, both of the children were lost, and the father also, when he heard about the news, he also died. A timely death like that. So that is how Samuel was being faithful to God, and since then God has been cultivating the art of revealing himself to him in a diverse way that he can understand and pass the message to the people that was with him. The Lord called Samuel and began to give him word from him and began to relate it to people as well. So that is the ministry of Samuel. So Samuel is the last judge in the land of Israel. But as you know, we talk about monarchy and theocracy the other time. So God was the one ruling them. So when they said we don't want the God to rule us again, we want men that we can see. So that system stopped over Samuel. So let us look at how the war happened between the people of Israel and the people of Philistines. Now, what really happened about them is that when the people of Israel were rebellious against God and they are trying to serve another God, so God was not happy. And anytime people want to be like God, when we say we want to be like somebody, we want to be like somebody, we don't want to be ourselves. So God was so disappointed. God feels so bad about it. So the next thing God can do now is to send them or to hand over them to the land, to hand over them to their enemy. So their enemy, when you check the Bible very well from the book of Judges, you will discover that one of the greatest enemies the children of Israel have is the Philistine people. So God used them to punish them because of their sin. Are you getting it now? So when they began to punish them, the scriptures say, and they fight. They have a fight. The children of Eliab, Ophni and Phinehas, was there as well. They went to the battle together. Unfortunately, they went to the battle together. And when they get to the battle, they realized that the battle was so tough to the point that they were unable to do anything. And the scripture told us that in that point, they lose their life. Both of them died. And one of the bad news that really make people to scared now is that the people of Israel also lose the Ark of Covenant. And the symbol of Ark of Covenant means the presence of God. So the Philistine people took it away for many years, like 20 years. So, but when Samuel was the one that restored it back, because he bring the people of God to the act of repentance, and they could see that what they have done is so wrong, and they have to ask for forgiveness of sin. So, and the Lord now restored the blessing that has been lost. The Lord restored it back to them in another way like that. You understand now? So now, that is how the scenario really happened. And when the father, which is the Eli, the priest of God, was when they heard about the incident, he was so shocked to the point that the scripture wrote that he fell from the sitting chair and he died like that, because his neck was also broken. So that is how the people of Philistine give the people of Israel. That's why they return the Ark of God back to them. Now let's talk about the role of Samuel in the Old Testament as we have it. Now Samuel was the last leader in the Israel and the monarchy, and most significant, he made history of Israel as a nation. So Samuel was not a man, he was a prophet of God that we can just not sideline that doesn't do anything. So God really commended his work, and the people also commended his work. Now he occupied and he performed four important roles, which are named. Number one, we have Samuel as the priest, we have Samuel as the prophet, we have Samuel as the teacher, and we have Samuel as the judge. Even I had it to myself, I said Samuel is also the kingmaker. Are you getting it now? So because Samuel was the one that really anointed Saul, and he also anointed David as well. So that Samuel was a king maker. So let's talk about Samuel as the priest. Samuel as the priest Samuel succeeded Eli in leading people to the worship of Yahweh by worshiping Yahweh and observing every festival like Passover Day, and going to Shiloh almost every year, and whereby they are going to make a sacrifice, and Samuel is going to pray for all the land of Israel. He will pray for the people, he will bless them, because they are going to embark in another journey. So this service only comes once in a year, so it is not a service that's going to be almost every day like that. So I think it's one in a year like that. So Samuel has played a very, very important role to stand in the office of the priest. Is going to make the sacrifice, is going to be an intermediary between them and God, and is going to bless them, and will lead the people to sincere worship, not ordinary worship now, with sincere worship, that is, they are committed to the worship. Now, number two, Samuel was the prophet. Samuel possessed this unusual gift, and to reveal the deep things and to solve the hidden problem of the people. Even when you read 1 Samuel chapter 3 verse 20, you are going to see that the people of Dan and the people of Benjamin come around and say, no, this is the man of God. He is the prophet of God. Why? You will discover the first account of 1 Samuel chapter 9, when the father of Saul told Saul that go and look for the lost sheep, cattle now that has been found. He said you should go and look for them, and he said to him, pick one of the servants so you can go along together. And on their way going, this guy have visited 5 different villages, and yet they couldn't find the axe. And Saul was telling one of the servants, says, it is better for us to go back home. So they won't be looking for us instead of looking for the sheep that has gotten left. No problem. He says, I suggest, let us go before a seer in the land of it. We should go before a seer. I said, now we can't go before a seer. I don't have anything with me. He said, don't worry, sir. I have something, I'm going to give it to you. So when we get to him, I'm going to give him to. So in the land of Israel, it is the tradition. It is this tradition that the children, when you are going before a prophet, you don't go empty-handed. So you go with something. Are you getting it now? So when they are going now, you have to give the guy something. And the scripture says, immediately Saul sighted his eyes upon Samuel. So the first message Samuel revealed to him is that, see, what you are looking for now, they are on their way going back home. So how did Samuel know if he's not a prophet? So they recognize Samuel as the prophet. Another one for a prophet is a seer. Is a seer. So Samuel has been playing the role of the priest as well as the role of the prophet. Number 3, Samuel has been playing the role of the teacher, as a teacher now. Samuel is a teacher as well. He started the school of prophets, the sons of prophets like that in the Bible. Now, he started at his house in Ramah. And after that, they have the one in Ramah, we have the one in Israel, we have the one in Bethlehem, and we have the one in Jericho, like that, and one of Gibeah as well. So that is what Samuel has been into. So he has been training the young prophet, to be a prophet as well in his position. So he's a leader that wants other people to also know the way of the Lord, so they can reveal it to the next generation coming. So it will not die, and the principle or the system of the prophecy will also go like that. So he's a leader that desires people as well will know the in-depth of God, so they can also relate it to the people of Israel. And one thing about the people of Israel again, the people of Israel are so desperate to the point that if they don't see God in action in your life, they will never believe you and they will never want you to be a leader. So the demonstration of God in your life will determine if the people of Israel can follow you and can also learn a lot of things from you. Number 4 now, we have Samuel as the judge over the people of Israel. So Samuel also practiced, and he also used the office of the judge as well in the land of Israel, to the point that when people sin, when people commit anything, it's going to be the one to settle the matter and judge them that what you have done now is wrong, and this is what you are going to do to settle the matter as well. Are you getting it now? And it was the one that has been trying and doing all what he has in power to make sure that the 12 tribes of Judah were together, that there's no any dimension, there's no any system that is separating them. So he was trying all his possible best to bring the people of Israel together as the 12 tribes. Are we together now? And I also talk about the kingmaker, Samuel as the kingmaker. You understand that when Saul came before Samuel, he was the one that anointed Samuel as the king. He anointed Saul as the king. So Saul became king with the anointing that the Lord asked Samuel to pour upon him. And again, he also is the one that also anointed David to become king over Israel. Are we together now? So that is the dimension of Samuel. So Samuel operated as the priest, he operated as the prophet, he operated as the teacher, he operated as the judge, and he also operated as the kingmaker. So these are the 4 dimensions, or these are the 5 dimensions which Samuel operated. Are we together now? So the sons of Eli should have been the one that should take over from their father. But there's a lot of reasons why they wasn't unable to accomplish that. Why? Number 1, because they couldn't understand the purpose of God for their life. Number 2, they are wayward. Number 3, they are sinners. And number 4, they don't understand the law and the system of the office. So God can never give unto you what you don't know how to use. So that is why these people was unable to be a benefit of the calling of their father. You know, God has made the promise to be in a hereditary form to the people of Eli. Are you getting it now? But because of what they have done now, the scripture told us that both of them died. And one of the wife of these people now give birth to a son. And that day they called the name of that son Ichabod, said because the glory has been departed from Israel. So because of the ark of God was taken away that day, so that's why they that's why they give that name to the guy. I guess now when the Lord was talking to Samuel was a boy. But when these people were doing what they are doing, they were a man. So they are grown-up man. So it is not about the maturity in the scripture or the maturity in the spiritual. It is not about the age. It's all about the art of commitment to it. So that is the life of Samuel and his ministry and his birth as well. So Samuel died in his house at Ramah. Thank you. And I would like you, if you like this video, subscribe to it and share it as well.